Coach Connect. We are working with the Healthy Heart Challenge, which is 28 days long. I did want to do a quick recording to explain a lot of the aspects of this app. When you sign in the first time, it kind of gives you a rundown, and it's actually here on More on the bottom right. You'll click on More, and the Coach Connect Tour, which is close to the bottom. So similar to this, it gives you the slides. So if you dove in really quick and you just kind of exited out of all of these, that's where it is. So you'll just click on More at the bottom right and then Coach Connect Tour. So that's one way to kind of figure out how to fully use this app. But I'm also using this recording as a way for you to hear my voice and kind of go through how to use this. This is an incredible tool, an amazing resource. It's extremely intuitive. And I'm with you every single day. So let's get going here. I'm going to click on the orange body image or button. So I'll go ahead and hit body. So the first time you come into this app, you're going to want to set your weight loss goal. So I clicked on the very top right there. It says tap to set weight loss goal. So I set that. So I'll put my weight loss goal as 5 pounds. The amount of time per day I want to meditate. Now, I have asked the company to change this verbiage to self-care because I believe that not all of us are really into meditation, and that's fine. But I do believe that we need to have self-care in every day. So a minimum of 2 minutes. That might seem like a little to some of you, and some of you that might seem like a lot. But I do encourage you to set aside a minimum of 2 minutes a day where it might be just an adult timeout, sitting in a dark room or a dark closet all to yourself, but set that timer and go for it. Now, self-care can be anywhere from journaling to reading a book to taking a long walk, sitting and just listening to yourself breathe. It could be painting your toenails. It could be many different things. And I have a list of self-care ideas if you need help. All right, so the movement each day, you're going to want to set this to be something obtainable, but a little bit of a stretch. So that's going to be different for everyone. The goal is going to be ultimately at the end of this 28 days is 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise. So I like to leave it at 30 minutes a day because I feel like we need to be up and moving 30 minutes a day. Our bodies are designed to move. So that might be a little bit of a stretch for some of you. Some of you that might not seem like a lot. So sleep is a mandatory 8 hours, nothing less, nothing more. 8 hours. Water intake needs to be 120 ounces. This program is actually going to ease you into a lot of these, and that's fine, but let's just set the bar. Let's get this started. Let's go at 120 ounces of water. And some of you, that might seem like a whole lot, and some of you might seem like no problem. I can do that. So that's what we're going to set the benchmark as. And if you wanted the intermittent fasting button to be added to this app, that would be the next section. I'm not personally a big fan of intermittent fasting, so I'm going to go ahead and skip that. So, and then the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your body weight. You're going to want to do this if you're possibly coming into this app and it's, past your first meal and you've had a little bit to drink and maybe you're thinking, oh, I really want to weigh myself first thing in the morning. That's fine. Do that on your second day, but you're going to want to put your weight in. You're going to want to measure your waist, and there is a document in the More tab under Documents that shows you how to measure your waist. It should be either a string. You can use a string, and then you can measure the string with a tape measure, or it needs to be a fabric tape measure, but you're going to want to measure around where your belly button is. Okay, you're going to want to measure around your belly button, not sucking it in, and letting all your air out and then measuring at that point. So you're not pulling it in, you're not holding your stomach in. It is the natural waistline. So your body fat index, you're probably not going to know what that is. And blood pressure, urine ketones. Some of these are not going to be on your app, and that's fine. It's because it wasn't chosen in the form, and that's okay. So some of you that, like myself, I have quite a bit of pain some days and others I don't. So the pain index is kind of a nice one to have. It kind of lets myself, since I coach my own self, know where I am on the pain threshold. So elimination is very important for you to enter this every single day. At the very top, you'll enter in the number of times that you use the bathroom. And then you're going to want to select what it's like. This is very, very important. This really gives me an indication of how your body's operating. Totally. It's such an amazing pulse on how your body's responding to what foods you eat. So ultimately, the sausage shape, but smooth is really important. Anything else other than that kind of indicates that you're either dehydrated or the foods that you're eating are really not agreeing with your digestive system. All right, so sleep again needs to be handled every day. We're aiming for 8 hours. Number of times you woke up is really nice to know. And the quality, just slide the bar. Was it poor? Was it great? Was it amazing? I don't know. You tell me. And then noting what time you went to bed. That's really important. I need to know when you go to bed. It needs to be consistent every single night. I don't care what day it is. It should be consistent. Blood glucose would only be on there if you chose that. So that would be somebody that is monitoring their blood glucose, their morning fasted amount. So we went ahead and did the orange button. That's great. That's fantastic. Now, there was an awful lot of extra today because this is my first time in this 28-day Heart Healthy Challenge program showing you this. So that's not going to be the way it is every morning. There's a lot of those steps that will be eliminated on day 2. So again, this is really easy to use. First day is a little bit more extra steps than normal. So let's hit on nutrition. All right, so I went ahead, actually I was playing around with this a minute ago, so let's go back, let's zero out the water. So right now, looking at this, the goal is 120 ounces like we've already plugged in. So we've hit 0% of our goal today, but I have had 4 glasses of water, or 8 ounces of water, filtered water. So that's how you calculate it. You hit the minus sign if maybe you added too much, or tap the screen to add more. So you're going to want to know what ounces your favorite glass or jug or bottle is, so you can kind of figure that out. So to make it a little bit easier, but this is calculated by 8 ounces each cup. All right, so the first meal. Let's say we're having our first meal, which you should be having within 20 minutes of waking up. And something I do, a little bit of a trick of mine, is I save foods that I eat really common in my favorites. And so if there's things that you eat repetitively throughout the 28 days, definitely just take a picture with your phone and save it in your favorites. So in that case, I'm going to choose existing photo. And I'm going to go to favorites, and I'm going to choose a photo that I've used over and over and over again, because this is a really common breakfast of mine. So one thing that's really, really important is to note the time at the top. I won't know what time you're eating if the time is not noted. So it's really, really important to note that in the notes. And then put on here 2 eggs. And you can actually voice message this as well, which I can't because I'm doing this recording. Well, let's do here 1/2 cup egg whites, and then 1/2 cup berries. You don't have to get super detailed. We're not measuring anything necessarily, but give me some estimates. We're not weighing anything necessarily, but give me some really good estimates so I know. As I see, I have that typing error. Not that it matters, but the best that you can. All right, so now that that's entered. Great. Why is it not? Okay, good. So that's entered. 5 a.m., 2 eggs, 1/2 cup egg whites, 1/2 cup of berries. Let me put the cup. I mean, I kind of get the idea. The pictures are amazing. I can see so much on the pictures. I'll be like, wait a minute, what is all that sauce? So here on the plan, it says, first thing when you wake up to have 8 ounces of hot water with lemon and ginger. I'll check that box if I did have that. So that is suggested, and you should have by now read your plan. Quite a lot of detail in there, but definitely read your plan so you know what to expect and you're prepared and you have the things bought from the store. So, and then something you want to look at are these are the things to avoid. Okay, so here I had eggs. So I'm going to put in here 2 eggs. So I did have eggs, and I will be completely honest with you, I had coffee. So I'm going to note that I had coffee, but it's saying here to eliminate these things. It says avoid. Right? I'm trying to think of what else I had here. I don't have anything else notated. So if you've used this app in the past, and different programs have different ways of handling this screen. So as you see here, it's on plan. This is what I did. And then here's the things that I'm supposed to avoid, but I'm going to declare those. So that is a little bit different than the food journaling app. So I want to make sure you notate that. So I'm not going to cover anything else in the foods other than just make sure you notate the time, approximate amounts, kind of explain what's in the picture. That's what I want. So here's the meditation button. I kind of went really quick. So I clicked on meditation. So I want to, I'll put in, how about I put 5 minutes? So I decided to do 5 minutes. So I did 250% of my goal. But you can also set the timer and use the timer as well. So the meditation button is now filled. The condition, this I recommend doing probably just once a day. I would say in the morning, kind of let me know how you're feeling. And if you notice, everything on the left is positive things. Everything on the right is negative things. So tell me, kind of just hit the buttons, how you're feeling, what's going on. It gives me kind of a little bit of a pulse on how you're feeling today. So condition is really, really important. Do that just in the morning. Movement, it should be connected to your fitness device. Just make sure you click on which one applies, either the health, your Apple Health app, and that would be any iPhones, for instance. Just make sure your health app is turned on. So turn that button on as well. It should be tracking your steps, your flights, etc., flights of stairs climbed. And then you can enter in, let's say maybe you do 20 minutes of weightlifting today. So you'll just enter that in. And if it's not calculating your steps, you can manually put that in there. Okay, it's not set in stone. And then notes is my favorite section. This is my favorite section. Please, every single day, I don't care if it's morning or night, just once a day, go in and treat this like a journal and talk to me. Tell me how you're feeling, what's on your mind, what's bothering you, or what you're enjoying, or what you're noticing, or anything. Whatever is weighing heavy on your mind or your heart. Maybe your spouse is bugging you. Maybe your kids are not listening. Tell me what's going on, because this is a great place for me to see. Are you stressed out? Are you overwhelmed? How are things going in your world? What are some things that we can work on or talk about in our future calls? So this is a great, great, great place, and I love reading these. And some of the things that I think that are really fun that I see pretty often is, oh, at 1 o'clock today, I had an opportunity to have a cookie, but I said no. Or maybe you had an opportunity to have a cookie and maybe you did have it, you know, maybe you caved, maybe you were like, I'm going to have it anyways, YOLO. And that's okay. Just tell me what is on your mind. This is like a little confession booth, or, you know, just a journal. I think it's really amazing and an incredible tool. And this is what I really, really, really look forward to every day, is reading these. All right. So at the bottom left is the track. That's where we are right now. Plans is on the bottom as well. If you click on that, it'll tell you what to eat. So what is in? These are all the things that are in. You can eat these things. You can print these as well. What is out? These are all the foods to avoid. Okay, it kind of goes into a little bit of detail on what to avoid. You can also print that. And then contact at the bottom. This is how to get a hold of me. I do recommend, hitting the text chat button to respond to any messages I've sent to you. Okay, so make sure if there's a red bubble right there on that chat, just hit text chat, and then you can open up the window where I've been talking to you every single day. But I'll send you a beautiful motivational message every single day. But you can just say, hello, have a great day, or help, as it says there. Great day, and hit send. Okay. I do, you can respond to all my messages that way. But again, go to notes to give me kind of your journal entry for the day. I really like that there. So it's kind of a little bit of a different button. So that's contact. More shows you recipes. You can have recipes by the day, by the type. There's juices, there's smoothies. There's so much in here. Don't be overwhelmed by it. Also, your shopping list. It gives you a different shopping list for each week. Documents are documents that I have loaded. Right now, as I'm recording this, there's only 2 in there. But that Healthy Heart Challenge document is that really big one that was sent to you originally, that has all the details of everything you need to know about this challenge. That's the one that I wanted to make sure you guys read. Now your profile, please. I will know that you have listened to this entire video if you've gone in here and changed your photo. I love seeing your face. When I do these, I love seeing you here and seeing your face. So do a quick selfie or upload a photo, your favorite photo. But that's where I'm gonna know that you've actually listened to this video. I can't really think of anything else on here other than, again, that's another spot for your movement app to make sure that that's done. But please add your photo. I can't do it on my end. It can only be done on your end. And here, if you want to change your goals, again, here I am in the More tab. Here's your goals. Click on that. You can change your goals at any time. Plan selection, if you've had past plans in the past, it'll show you your past plans. Again, Coach Connect Tour if you want to go through that again. Support would be only if you're having a bug or an issue. If you are having a bug or issue, I do recommend making sure the app is updated. If it is updated, make sure to close the app out, restart your phones, open it back up. Everything should be fine. For the most part, I have zero problems with this app. I absolutely love it. Back on this main screen, there's one last thing I want to show you is the lightning bolt up there in the blue sky. Click on that. Is another quick way to access your daily water intake. It's kind of a quick, easy, fast way to access that. I can't think of anything else for this. I'm actually so excited and thrilled that you're here and testing this out and enjoying it and having fun with this challenge. I'm positive you're going to enjoy it and you're going to learn many things through this process. But know that I'm here for you. So text chat me. I'm watching you really closely and engaging with you every single day. So if you have any questions,